Are you ready for the future?
We're celebrating 52 years of family fun. The Sun Fun edition of Carolina Peoples coming up next. Good morning. Welcome to Carolina People. This morning we're at the Myrtle Beach Area Chamber of Commerce. We're focused on the 52nd Annual Sun Fun Festival, which kicked off last night and runs through this Monday. And we're visiting with Sharlene Zwing, the co-owner of the Zwing Advertising Agency. Good morning,
Good morning.
Charlene.
Thank you.
Thank you
Appreciate
so much
it.
for being with us this morning. Incredible opportunity to highlight so much that's going on, but particularly Miss Sun Fun and Miss Bikini Wahine.
Don't want to miss those.
Big night tonight
That's
and
the important
tomorrow.
part.
Absolutely. We're not going to tell anyone else that. From all this week, so many volunteers committing all their time, incredible amounts of time, to make Sun Fun Festival a big event. And you've done this. Is your 14th year?
14 years. What's that?
Golly, Charlene, big commitment.
Can't ask for something more fun.
Yes, yes. Well, thanks for doing that. Are you originally from the area?
No, originally I'm from Ohio.
Okay. How long have you been here?
Moved here in 87.
And you've got family here in the area with you?
No, just the ones that are with me now.
Right.
4 children and a husband.
Is that right? Great. 4 children. That's a big commitment. How do you have time to do all this with Sun Fun and your advertising?
I think that you can do about anything you put your mind to doing.
You make the time.
You make the time to make it work.
What brought you here originally, and what had you all been doing prior to moving here?
We both worked in an art company in Ohio, and we had been here and decided it looked like a great place to bring Ron's talents, and so we moved here. And he worked for a short period of time for someone else, and then we opened our own agency, and it's been great ever since.
Mm-hmm. How did you originally, you said he was working with somebody else, how did he break off and you all set up your own?
I think there was a large need for graphics. There, at the time, Myrtle Beach was just blooming, and there was a large need for people looking for specifically the graphic section of art. We saw an opportunity and started our own.
To what do you credit your continued success here, Charlene?
I'd have to say the people that you meet, the friends that you make, and the family that's created from them. They really encourage you. They keep you up. They involve you in everything going on in our town, and it makes for great living.
14 years now with the Miss Sun Fun, Miss Bikini Wahine pageant. That's a huge deal. Can you tell us how you first got involved?
It was really by happenstance. To tell you the truth, at the time, laying on the beach seemed like the thing you were going to do every day.
Yeah.
And after that wore off in a very quick fashion, you look for something else to do besides work. And way to meet people is to volunteer. I was driving up Business 17. At the time, the Chamber of Commerce was located. I saw it. I thought, well, they probably use volunteers there, and I drove in. Met a lady named Ann Fisher. She's no longer with them, but still friends. She lives in Key West. And I walked in, and Ann said, "You want to volunteer? Well, I've got a perfect opportunity for you. Sun Fun." I said, "Sounds great. I have no idea what it is." She gave me Suzette Rogers' name, who at the time was the chair. And I called Suzette. And from that day forward, I was involved with Miss Sun Fun and Miss Bikini Wahine. It just kept going.
And that's exclusively what you've been involved in.
Exactly.
Sun Fun. Yeah.
Chaperoning with Suzette while she was the chair, and then taking over the chair after that.
When did you take over chair of the event?
I believe it was 89.
Okay.
I'm not exactly sure.
Right.
But it was the year that rained, I can tell you that.
Yes.
And that was a memorable one. We'd never had rain on Sun Fun. It's just been one of those times when everything worked out great. The year that I became the chair, it rained. It was freezing cold, and we had to throw everybody into sweatshirts. It was a change from what I was used to.
Absolutely. Carson on Wednesday talked about the first year that he chaired the festival was the first and only year that he can remember that the parade was rained out. Just a horrific
something.
time. Yeah, which is a tough way to commit as a volunteer. Can you tell us about some of the areas you oversee as the chairperson and who works with you in pulling it all together?
Well, Hawaiian Tropic is our sponsor. They give us a budget. So from there, you're in charge. You have to work within the budget that they give you. That includes accommodations, all the scholarship that the girls are given, food, events, planning of the pageant, where it's held, everything that goes into it, from staging and lighting costs, and handling the judges. Everything comes from one budget. So everything is pretty much done ahead of time, scheduled, and then from the time that you're there, you kind of just run straight through it.
Yeah, Charlene, so you have one sponsor.
With one sponsor.
Hawaiian Tropics
for the whole
both
time.
events. Yes,
that's exactly
absolutely.
right.
Do volunteers help you out?
If it weren't for volunteers, I don't see how you could work within the budget. Between the people that help, either chaperoning, driving, or assisting with the girls, or the people who give us objects for their goodie bags and things to help us feed them, and the deals we get for accommodations, you really just couldn't work without them.
Can you talk about the schedule the contestants will be following over starting tonight, tomorrow, Sunday, all the different activities that will be going on?
It's been a whirlwind. Started yesterday morning. The girls come in a day before the pageant. We meet each other, and about half an hour after that, we're directly into production rehearsal for the opening number for Miss Sun Fun. From there, we have lunch, and the girls go directly into interviews. Interviews are 50% of their score for the winner, so that's a very big part. They go directly into interviews for Miss Sun Fun and for Miss Bikini Wahine. Same day, different set of judges. From there, we go to the opening ceremony, and after that, they get a chance to kind of wind down. And then today, we were up bright and early, had breakfast, went straight to production rehearsal. Then we have lunch with our judges. We put on the legs contest, Hawaiian Tropics sponsors, at the mall. And then from there, we go back and get ready for the pageant. It's a fast day. Tomorrow, same thing. Wake up, have breakfast, you're in the parade. After the parade, cool down a little, and you're straight into Miss Bikini Wahine contest. The thing runs real fast. You don't have much time.
Charlene, golly, how about the criteria for the young women who wanted to be contestants for the event tonight as well as tomorrow?
The girls are 18 to 25, having never been married, live in the state of South Carolina. They have to represent the Strand well. We're looking for someone who can be a people person, know about tourism, be able to talk and go around for the chamber involving people in why they should come or why they should live in this area. That's pretty much what we're looking for. So the kind of girls we search out basically come from the main criteria, and they're chosen, as I mentioned, from the interview, and then the balance left from the contest itself.
Great. Wow. Can we talk about some of the judges for the contest tonight and tomorrow? How are the judges selected, and how are they involved in evaluating the contestants?
We have two sets of judges, one for Sun Fun, one for Bikini Wahine. Bikini Wahine is very simple. We use past chairs for the chamber. You have to give them the opportunity to be involved with the Sun Fun contestants. Trust me, there's a waiting line. The Sun Fun judges are judges that have come from other events or been involved in that type of a thing. This year we have 3 women judges, 2 on Sun Fun, 1 on Miss Bikini Wahine. I'm really excited about that.
That is exciting. Yeah, so normally there are a heck of a lot, I guess there are men waiting in line.
More men.
Right.
More men,
right.
Definitely, yes.
How about the parameters for selecting a winner?
The winner is chosen from, as I mentioned, 50% from their interview. And again, being able to just speak kind of comfortably and know about the area and be able to promote the area, that's 50%. The balance of the judging for Sun Fun is in thirds. We have a bathing suit competition. We have an evening gown competition, and then we have a final question. Those 3 are weighted equally. They're given to an auditor, and it's on a weighted system, so the judges really don't know who has won. Then on Miss Sun Fun, that would be Miss Bikini Wahine, got the 50% from the interview from yesterday. And then you go with the contest tomorrow, which is half and half. Half stage presence in their bikini, and half on the question.
Wow. Well, that's going to be so exciting, and that's tomorrow at noon?
At the pavilion.
At the pavilion? Okay, is that on the beach or?
It's outside,
yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So it gives everybody the opportunity to be upstairs at the pavilion, downstairs. We have quite a crowd, and we're looking for a crowd. We want noise there. Girls are in bikinis. I want to hear people think that they look good out there.
Yeah, absolutely. We all come on out tomorrow. And what about tonight? It's 7:30, Myrtle Beach Intermediate. For folks coming in from the PD or southeastern North Carolina, our viewers who may be coming down, they travel down 501, 17 bypass,
Right.
Take a right there at Planet Hollywood, and go down to Oak Street, take a left, and it's on the left.
On the left, right next to Pepper Gettings.
Great. Right.
This year we chose the intermediate school because we have a theme of celebrating the family. We chose a school. We're going to have special entertainment by a boys group that does hip-hop. Their ages 8 to 12. They're outstanding. You have to see them. They really are.
Yeah.
And also we're having the girls escorted by a family member this year. So we're trying to involve the family theme, and the school fit right in with that.
That is fantastic. Absolutely. And it's 7:30 tonight. What time would doors open if folks were traveling in?
Yeah, folks want to stand in line, and usually we open about 7. We try not to open too early so that everybody has an opportunity to see.
Right. And the admission's $5 for tonight's event.
It is $5.
Free tomorrow from Miss Bikini Wahine.
Free. Come on out then.
Right. What prizes are awarded to winners, and how are those prizes funded?
That's really the amazing part. For a pageant, a winner gets $1,800 scholarship from the Sun Fund, $1,500 from Miss Bikini Wahine. Those were both increased this year because our sponsor gave us some more money. That is an outstanding scholarship amount. And then $300 for first runner-up, $200, $100 for Miss Congeniality. So there's some good money for the girls, for the contestants, and again, Hawaiian Tropic gives you all that, so you really can't beat it.
That's fantastic. And Sharlene, over the 14 years you've been involved with the pageants, have you made any changes to how the competition is run?
I think you just pretty much fine-tune it each year, try to find a way to make it interesting, and try to find a venue where it'll work, and try to work with the number of girls as it does change every year, and the way that the girls are. Year to year, if you have a different group of people, you kind of have to fine-tune it each year. One year I think we had chicken too often, so if there's anything I must say, we take a good look at the menu,
Right.
make sure we have something that everybody will like and it doesn't get too hard.
And thinking about the 14 years, we've just got a couple of minutes. When we think about, can you highlight any memories that really stick out in your mind over the 14 years you've been involved?
The rain was certainly a big one. Having to cover girls in sweatshirts for the parade is not something people want to see. They want to see them on the Hawaiian Tropic float in bikinis. That was certainly memorable. One year I was 8 months pregnant. Certainly being around girls 18 to 25 while you're 8 months pregnant is a memorable time. And I think 2 years later I had a 3-month-old. Those would probably be my most memorable.
Wow, that's amazing. Sharlene, lastly, when you think back over the 14 years and then you project into the future, there'll be some point where you'll step away from being the chair of the events. Can you picture what it'll be like not being the chair?
It'd be hard to miss the girls. I mean, you see them during the year, those that competed. They're wonderful. They remember you. They're kind. Being that busy during those days, that would be hard to miss. But it is the end of the school year. My children are looking forward to me being at field days and hanging out at the school, so I can fill it in with something more. And it's been a great time, so I really have no complaints.
Well, we're visiting with Sharlene Zwing, co-owner of Zwing Advertising, and a big head of tonight, 7:30, Myrtle Beach Intermediate, the Miss Sun Fun pageant, and tomorrow, 12 noon, in front of the Myrtle Beach Pavilion out on the beach, Miss Bikini Wahine. Catch her out there. Sharlene, thanks so much for being with us this morning.
Thank you very much.
Absolutely. Stay tuned to more Carolina People with Lance Thompson coming up next. Good morning. Welcome back to Carolina People. This morning we're at the Myrtle Beach Area Chamber of Commerce. We're focused on the 52nd Annual Sun Fun Festival, and we're wrapping up the week with Lance Thompson, the General Chairman for the festival. Thanks again for being with us this morning, Lance.
Pleasure to be here.
Incredible week all week. Having kicked off the week with you and Holly Tanner and gone through so many amazing volunteers that have committed so much of their time to their certain areas, whether the South Strand or the North Strand or right here, Gene Hudson, right here in Myrtle Beach.
Absolutely. Couldn't do it without them.
You've got some amazing volunteers.
We really do. Really do. Yeah, they work so hard during the festival and really work together to pull it off and make it a successful event.
Lance, for viewers who may have missed you on Monday, can you share real quick with what exactly brought you down here from Charlotte?
I actually finished my master's degree at Clemson University and was recruited there to come to Ocean Lakes Family Campground, and just jumped at the chance to get back to the coast after doing my undergraduate work at UNC Wilmington. So was really happy to get to the beach, and very fortunate to get hooked up with the Jackson family and Ocean Lakes Family Campground, and have had 18 years of just wonderful opportunities in this community.
And as the Vice President and General Manager of Ocean Lakes Family Campground, approximately how many campers visit the campground each year, and are some of those regulars with the Sun Fun Festival?
They are, Greg. We see several 100,000 people a year. It's really amazing. About 20,000 at one time when we're full inside our gates. So, but we have a high repeat business rate of repeat, about 85%. And a lot of those folks come because Sun Fun is traditionally the kickoff of the summer season. And it's been such a popular event for so long for the Myrtle Beach area and the Grand Strand community. So a lot of our folks do participate and really take advantage of all the opportunities.
I'm just sitting here, I'm kind of stunned thinking about that figure you just said. 20,000 folks. On Monday you talked about 300 acres there.
Correct.
0.8 of a mile of oceanfront.
Correct.
20,000 people, that's a big town.
It really is.
A city.
It sure is, and really operates kind of like a town with all the things that go into it, and all of the teammates, which we call employees, and all the hard work that goes into making that business successful.
How about some of the features? I think I saw in a press release that Ocean Lakes Family Campground had gotten the distinction of being the RV Park of the Year. What are some of the features that would have made it the Park of the Year, and is that the first time?
No, Greg, that's actually the third time in the last 6 years we've been fortunate enough to be named RV Park of the Year by the National Association of RV Parks and Campgrounds.
This is a national designation.
National award, it sure is. And so we've been very fortunate. We do have all of the amenities from swimming pools and arcades and activities, but really the thing that we feel like sets us apart is our people and our attention to customer service, the way that we really give top-level customer service.
Wow. Last night, kicked off Sun Fun Festival. There was a real special dedication last night. Can you share with viewers a little bit about Zeb Thomas and just what happened last night?
Sure. We did have a dedication to Mr. Thomas, and he's just been instrumental for so many years with not only the Sun Fun Festival itself, but the Chamber of Commerce here in the Myrtle Beach area. And he's worked so hard, just tirelessly. He directed the parade for many, many years, and has just worked so hard for the success of the Sun Fun Festival. And we felt like it was appropriate here in our 52nd year to really give him some of the recognition that he so deserves.
That's fantastic, Lance. Obviously, today's the first full day of activities for the festival.
Right.
Can you share with viewers real quick what's on your agenda for today? And as I sit here and think, you're kind of like the mayor of Ocean Lakes, or the
I've been called that before,
yeah,
actually.
Sure,
Yes,
with 20,000 folks at full capacity. What's that like when the mayor is away from town, focused on all your volunteer activities with the festival?
Honestly, Greg, we have such a great team at Ocean Lakes that works so hard that when I'm gone, I'm really not missed. Honestly, that we do have such a great team, and we're very fortunate the number of people and high-quality individuals that we have. So it is kind of like being the mayor, but I got a great group, a great team, and they work very hard, and we're just very fortunate to have the type of people that we have. Yeah. Today does kick off Sun Fun, the first full day, and there's some events during the day. That the main thing tonight is the Miss Sun Fun pageant, 7:30 tonight at the Myrtle Beach Intermediate School, and Miss Sun Fun will be crowned tonight, and then the remaining contestants will compete tomorrow for the Miss Bikini Wahine title.
That's at noon on the ocean front in front of the pavilion.
That's correct.
That's free.
That is correct.
Wow, and Sharlene just said a minute ago she wants to get as many folks out as possible to cheer these girls on.
Absolutely. It's always a lot of fun, and it follows the parade and then before the air show. So it's a full day of activities tomorrow. Now,
will the Miss Sun Fun, who's crowned tonight, will she be out there tomorrow? Will she be on the parade float, for instance?
She will be out there. She will. It actually wraps up the events of last year's Queen, so they're representing the Miss Sun Fun, Miss Bikini Wahine from last year. But she'll be there. She won't be eligible for the Miss Bikini Wahine, obviously, because she'll already be named Miss Sun Fun.
Right. And if viewers who are sitting home now wanted to learn a little more about some of the scheduled events that kicked off last night, they could go to, is there a website available or a phone number they could call?
MyrtleBeachInfo.com, certainly all the list of activities there, or to call 843-626-7444 for the chamber office and get a full list of the activities going on the rest of the weekend, wrapping up on Monday.
And that's the main Myrtle Beach Chamber office here on Oak Street. They could feed you, if someone was going to the North End or going to the South Strand, they could feed you to that office.
Absolutely.
Or even give you info here.
Absolutely, sure could.
Great. How important are volunteers to the success of this weekend's event, Lance?
Greg, they're just instrumental. We certainly couldn't do it. The chamber staff works so hard, Marilyn and Holly and everybody with the chamber, but obviously the chamber is just a finite number of people, and the volunteers are hundreds in numbers, and we've got a terrific group of people that work on individual areas. Either we've got a Myrtle Beach chair, a North Myrtle Beach chair, a South Strand chair, but also individuals working on specific events, the North Myrtle Beach Run, the Kids Festival. So we really couldn't do it without the volunteers. Wonderful group of people.
Mm-hmm. Do you have anything planned for them, Lance, to help show your appreciation for them?
We sure do, Greg. Every year we do a wrap-up party, a thank you for the volunteers. That'll be next Friday night, the 6th, June the 6th, and really lets people know how much we appreciate all their efforts, a chance for people to visit, socialize, and have a little fun after the event's over.
Absolutely. And that's probably one of the things that brings you back year after year, Lance, and all the volunteers. If it wasn't for the appreciation party, what are some of the things that bring you back?
Really just the opportunity to work with such a great group of people, such a great staff here at the chamber, and to feel like we're doing something good for the community. The guests that come into town that really enjoy the activities, it's just wonderful to see the family members. We're celebrating Family Fun this year, to see the different family members just enjoy everything that's going on in the community.
Yes, Lance, we've got about 3 or 4 minutes. Can we talk again about some of the activities happening this weekend? I know you said tonight in the area. When will the program wrap up?
Actually, on Monday, there is a kids festival down in Surfside Monday afternoon. Tomorrow morning, the parade is one of the big hits always. A lot of fun. 10 a.m. tomorrow down on the Ocean Boulevard, Myrtle Beach. The air show tomorrow promises to be wonderful as well with the Thunderbirds. We're so excited to have the Thunderbirds back, and they're always a big crowd favorite, and really be a lot of fun out on the beach tomorrow for the air show.
Golly, yeah, Lance. And there's so many events on the program. How can a family decide which events to attend?
Well, we encourage people to pick up a program. Look, there is activities scheduled from one end of the beach to the other, and really for all different levels of family members, different ages. So we just encourage people to pick up the information, scout out what they'd like to do, and participate in as many activities as they can, because it promises to be a great, great weekend.
And the great thing is all those printed activity books came out a couple days ago.
That's
so they're at all the chamber offices and a lot of other places on the Strand.
Absolutely. Sure can. Pick those up and decide, again, the best way to have fun for the weekend for the family.
Absolutely. Family fun is just that. Lance, when you think about the importance of this event for the Strand, for the state, for the Carolinas, for the Southeast, why do you think it's so important?
Well, traditionally, the Sun Fun Festival is kicked off the summer season for the Myrtle Beach area, and it really, even for folks that can't be here for the festival, it promotes the area, lets people know what's going on, and keeps our name out there in front of potential future guests as well. So it really kind of kicks off the summer season. The kids are just getting out of school, and it really hopefully sets the tone for a wonderful season in the Myrtle Beach area for this year.
Mm-hmm. And tonight, Lance, we were talking on Monday about what it's like being at Ocean Lakes and trying to give a viewer a sense of what it's like, and just hearing you talk about it a few minutes ago about the just the depth, the size of a facility, 300 acres. You're having an event there tonight, a group, the 282nd. I know this isn't promote Ocean Lakes Campground,
Right.
family campground, but it is an opportunity for viewers who may not have experienced what a campground's like.
It really is, Greg, and we invite the public to come out and see the Army Band tonight, 282nd out of Fort Jackson, and they'll be performing at Ocean Lakes. We've got a large recreation building there that accommodates about 1,200 people, so we hope everybody will come out and enjoy the band concert tonight if you can't make it to the Miss Sun Fun pageant.
Right, that's right, and that event's free.
It is.
Over at Ocean Lakes.
It sure is.
In virtually every event within I know the Sun Fun, Miss Sun Fun pageant tonight is a $5 admission.
Correct.
But that helps make sure that a good scholarship can be awarded for the young woman who will receive the crown.
That is correct.
But most of the events all weekend are free.
They sure are, Greg, and that's due in main part to our sponsors. People have been so great about sponsoring the events, and we really couldn't do this without the sponsors. And The community's been great to embrace this event and really support us wholeheartedly, and we would encourage others to come out and do that as well, because we do like to provide these activities at no charge to the visitors to the Myrtle Beach area.
Absolutely. Lance, we have less than a minute. When does the planning begin for the 53rd Sun Fun Festival?
Greg, as soon as we can catch our breath, once this event's over, we'll have a meeting to wrap up and critique and start planning for next year and talk about the strengths for this year and also ways that we can improve, because it is kind of almost a year-round effort for us to keep looking for ways to make this event better.
I think we heard Holly say on Monday that this is your second year. They're hoping for a three-peat. Have you yet committed, Lance?
Well, I have not yet committed, but I can tell you that it's such a wonderful group of people. I hope to be involved with the Sun Fun Council and Sun Fun Festival for a long, long time. So the Chamber knows I'm willing to do anything I can to help out.
And the viewers heard it, myrtlebeachinfo.com or 843-626-7444.
That is correct. All the information you need for a great weekend.
We're visiting with Lance Thompson, and the theme is Celebrate the Family. Family fun is what it's all about. Kicked off last night. So many events going on all weekend. Get down here. Get down here. Lance, thanks so much for being with us this morning.
Thank you so much. Always a pleasure.
Absolutely. Stay tuned to more Carolina People coming up next. 600,000. I want to thank Sharlene Zwing and Lance Thompson, as well as all the sponsors, volunteers, and the community for making this year's Sun Fun Festival so special.